Welcome to the session, and today we're going to discuss about opening and first-person shooter environment. I would recommend you guys to open the Unity Hub. Under the left side, you'll have the projects menu, and on the top right, you'll have a new project. I want you guys to click on the new project and switch to the sections here. And there you can find the first one is editor version. Please do use any Unity versions which is above 6. Okay, please don't go to Unity 22 or 21. We all can work together. And whenever I install Unity, I always prefer to go with an long-term support LTS version. That's why I prefer to stick with this one. Okay, then the next one is I want you guys to open Universal Render Pipeline, which is you can find in the name of Universal 3D. It's a Universal Render Pipeline. But if you look at here, it just show it as a standard render pipeline. So go for Universal 3D, click like this. And I would prefer this project to be an FPS for my final project. Then, yeah, FPS final project, GIMP214, and I don't want an this is something like your GitHub repo, but you don't need it for now. Let me just go to create a project. And it will take some time for the system to download the project and open it for you. So let's wait till the system completes download all the templates and it loads for you. If you go through Unity, so there's a Unity Asset Store. So if you just click Login, the Unity Asset Store, and whatever the Unity login that you are using to open your Unity projects in the hub. If you go to Unity Hub there, you might have some login. Okay, so I would want you guys to use the same login and load into your asset store. Okay, and there you can open the assets. And here, if you type, you can find an asset called starter assets. I just type starter assets and yeah. So under the starter assets, you could see that there are some assets here, which is the starter asset first person and starter asset third person. So this is these assets that I want to load in the project. And it purely depends upon your interest. So I would suggest you guys to go with the first person. So what are the assets that we are going to plan and put for the final project? All the assets will be positioned in the Unity. And we'll be using this a first person template or third person template to navigate around the scene. So if you have played the first person games, then you know exactly what is this, just like a shooting game. And this is a third person game for that virtual kind of version. So I'm planning to import this one. So in order to import this one, you should, first thing is you should log it into your asset store and you should click on that starter assets. I clicked on the first person shooter. I'm just waiting for it to get loaded, take some time. Yeah, okay. Now you can see there, it says that you purchased this item in October 30. Actually, it's a free one. So it's a free one. That's why once you open this, it will tell you like, would you like to, the first thing is you'll see the button in saying, would you like to download this asset or would you like to buy this asset? It's a free one. Don't worry, you can just click it. And once you click that, then this button will be transformed into, would you like to open this asset in Unity? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And make sure you're logged in the same login. Only then when you open in Unity, it will impact or the file open in your Unity project actually. Okay, now this is great. So our Unity project has been loaded. Now we go here to the starter asset. Let me just click open in Unity and it would yep, it will open the file in the package manager and there you can find your starter asset first person shooter. Okay, and for some reason if you feel like Dinesh, I didn't get the starter asset, where can I it is not opened in Unity just like how we did in your system. Okay, if that's the case, don't worry. If you go to your window menu, there you can find the package manager. So once you open the package manager, then you can find the packages here. So that's my asset, just click that and there you will get the window. And if you already just click this button like download this file or open in Unity, then that will be added into your Unity under the package manager assets. So click this, and when you just search for starter, then you could see the asset will be there. Okay, so yeah, starter assets, you can see the first version. So I would like to import. The first thing is you have to import the asset and just wait. I would like to install and it will take some time again to download all the assets. And once it's done, then you can just directly open the file and you can work on it. Similarly, I would suggest you to spend some time in the Unity Asset Store. You can find many assets, many beautiful assets you can find. You can import them. And of course, you can also try this Unity third person, okay? But not in the same project. When you try to download another asset, just create a new project in Unity Hub, then try to import this asset, okay? You can try in the third person as well. Okay, I think it's done now. Let's go to Unity. Great. Now it asks you, would you like to import the package, and make sure that all these are checked. Okay. Then you can click on the import button. Then the asset will get imported in your project. Great. Now I think all the assets are being loaded, and I just close this one, the package manager, because here I got a message in the console that the packages were changed. I just close this one. We did nothing. We just opened a new project and we imported all the assets from the Unity asset store into this. We have not done anything in the Unity. We just opened it. And now if you go here, the bottom section, you can find the packages. It's a starter asset, right? So go to the assets. Now here you can find starter asset. For some reason, if you feel like this is so much clumsy, I'm not happy with this, you're always allowed to drag this window and position it anywhere, just like any other softwares, you know. Okay, but this is something like only this is a kind of library. We use it only once, and once you bring it into the project, then we don't need it. So I'm okay with this interface. I was just got used to it. So go for a starter asset. There you can find, I'm just looking for a scene, a folder called scene, because that is where all the files will be saved. So we already have a folder scene here, but this is not what you want. We have downloaded starter asset, so I would like to expand this one. The same folder list you can get here. And the first one is you can see first person controller is there, great. And if you go inside, there is a scene folder. You can just open this, double click on that. You can find a playground, just double click on that. And there comes your playground. That's cool. Now we got the playground. So this is the game scene window, and this is the game window. Okay, for some reason, if your game window is not like this, look at this one. I could just select this, left click, hold the mouse, drag and drop it there. Now you can see that if you are in the game window, when you press Alt left click, nothing would happen. Don't worry, you can't move, you can't do anything here. So the game window is meant for the final project display. You are not allowed to edit anything or make any changes in the scene here. If you want to work in the scene, just switch to the scene window. There you can see all the elements. If you want to rearrange them, you can just select this game window, just left click, drag, and just don't drop it. Make sure that you tap it to the right side. Great. Now it's docked. Now this is your game window on the right side. This is the scene window on the left side, but you can just move it however you wish. Even you're allowed to position it anywhere you wish, and it's purely a style. This is purely a choice, like wherever you want to position, however you want to position, you can do it. So I prefer my scene window and game window just next to each other. So what were the changes? I make it a scene window, which is editable or which is interactable with the user. I mean, to the designer. So whatever the changes you make it here, that will be reflected here, so I can easily verify it. Okay, and if you feel like you don't need it all the time, you can always take it and put it at the back. Okay, because I'll see it. I'll make sure that I finish everything in my scene. Then once it's all finalized, I would come back to the game window to see the final result. So till the time I don't need the game window. So let's move to the scene window, which is mandatory. Always remember that you are working in the scene window. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, I have. Wait. So this is the first person controller, which means this is the object that we're going to look around. And here the shortcut keys are Alt left click to tumble, Alt middle click for tracking, then just scroll your mouse wheel for dolly, zoom in and zoom out. It's actually not zoom in, it's just dolly. Okay. Then if you want to move the object, just select any object. This is the controller, or you can select this object. You can press W. Q is for selection. You can click. Q is for selection. And W is actually for, I use mostly for selection or movement, I use W. The next to W is the E, which is the rotation tool. So if you select an object and you can, when you press E, you'll get the rotation tool. I press Control Z for undo. Then you press R for scale. I press Control Z for undo. Yeah. So whenever I commit some mistake, I always press Control Z to come back. So here is Alt left click. Okay, so it changes from software to software, like in 3ds Max and in Blender, the interface is different there. There you'll be using tools like Shift middle click, Alt middle click. So here it's Alt left click. It's just like my interface. Okay, now you don't need to do anything. Everything is set. We just imported the asset and we just made sure that the interface is aligned according to our style. Just play. That's it. Nothing you're going to do here. Now, the moment when you hit the play key, you can see that when you move your mouse, that's cool. I could able to go, I could have look at the bottom, at the top, everywhere. However you move the mouse, you could see that. You could just move your mouse. This is the shadow of the player controller. Now, when you press the W, it's the front, S is for back, A is for left, R is for right. And so if you already know, if I want to tilt or rotate my head, I use the mouse. So when I move my mouse, I could be able to rotate around, and I use the W to move front direction. So I use my mouse to turn left. Now I use my mouse to turn left, and I look around, right? And I want to stand on this. So let's hit jump. Great. Now I'm standing on the cube. Okay, that's fine. So let's go. Okay, press space bar. I can jump from here. So maybe I would just jump. Okay, now I'm here on top. So this will be your final scene for the final project. Okay, now the plan is this. So keep this file open, or it's a series project. So the plan is we are going to replace all these cubes and the building with the 3D model, whatever you are going to model for the final project. We're going to bring in all the final project. We're going to, your assets from the Blender. We're going to position them around in this area, and that will become a walkthrough. Okay, so once you position the objects with the texture, then we can just navigate around. We can go around and look into the scene. Let's say that your scene will be of this much size. So we'll be walking around your scene environment. We'll look around, okay? And we can export this file as an exe file. So anyone around the world can just double click and open the file in their Windows systems, and they can witness your 3D model, your level design. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop this one. So when you're in the play game mode, you can use the escape key or plus Control P. I use Control P for play and Control P for stop. I want you guys to save this project. So let's go to File, just hit the Save button, and everything is saved already because it's under the scenes. You have a playground. So you're going to open the playground again, then it's going to work. Then if you want to see how much size it took in your system, there are two ways you can do it. The one is you can go to your hub. When you open your hub, you can see here, this is the recent project we created, the FPS Final Project under the 214 folder. When you click here, you can see the Show in Explorer, like that. Then it will take you to the folder, exact location of the folder. And this is your final project. And the size of the final project is 1.73 GB. So it takes 1.73 GB of your system. Okay, great. Then now this is what I want you guys to do it. So know that everything is ready. The scene is ready. All you're going to do is just put the assets, position them here. Okay, so we're going to discuss all the things one after the other in the further sessions. Hope you guys understood, and let me know if you need any help. Take care.